Andrew Godsmith here, Godsmith of Chaos, here with another Exodia Millennium deck profile. This deck is one of the best decks, absolutely love it. Is it the best deck in the format? Is it tier 0? No, but it can compete and it is absolutely fun. Whether you win or you lose, guaranteed with this deck, you're going to have fun. So keep watching to find out the deck profile. Also, another video coming out soon with plays. Comment down below, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. About 70% of you aren't subscribed, so please subscribe. It really helps me out and helps out the channel and really makes me want to continue doing what I'm doing. Anyways, may the heart forever be in your cards, and remember, don't get obliterated. Let's get to the deck profile. Of course, if you're playing Exodia, you must play all 5 pieces. If you do not play all 5 pieces, you cannot play this deck, because to be able to play this deck, you need to play Ankh and reveal all 5 pieces either on your field or in your hand or from your deck to be able to summon out your main boss monster. Now from there, Millennium Ankh, it reads show 5 Forbidden 1 monsters from your hand, deck, and hand or face up on the field, and special summon 1 unstoppable Exodia incarnate from your extra deck, then shuffle the monster cards you control into the deck except Exodia monster cards, whose original levels are 10 or higher, and Millennium monster cards. Also, you cannot summon for the rest of the turn. That's normal summon and special summon for the rest of the turn, but you can still set a monster after the activation. Shuffle all cards into the deck instead of sending it to the graveyard. Sorry, shuffle this card into the graveyard, not all the cards. And then to search Ankh, we have 3 Heart of the Blue Eyes. This is your main monster that searches Ankh, and as well, all you have to do is discard it to the graveyard, and when you discard it to the graveyard, it searches Ankh. Now when Ankh resolves, if it fully resolves and Blue Eyes is in the graveyard, or Heart of the Blue Eyes is in the graveyard, and your opponent special summons a monster that's level 8 or higher, or has an attack of level 3000 and higher, has an attack of 3000 or higher, then you can special summon him by sending your opponent's monster that they just summoned to the grave, and then you can special summon him. Also, your opponent cannot triple attack its talent this monster, because it cannot be taken control of, cannot switch control. And then 2 Melody of Awakening Dragon. This is a searcher for Heart of the Blue Eyes. It actually searches you out 2 of your dragons, 2 Blue Eyes. So really giving you 5 Heart of the Blue Eyes. It's quite great. Then we have 3 Shield of the Millennium Treasure. This is another main searcher for your Millennium Ankh at the cost of 2,000 life points, unless you're able to reveal an Ankh in hand, where having multiple Ankhs in hand is actually a good thing. If you have 2 or 3 of them in hand, great, because if it gets negated, you can use it again, and plus you'll have follow-up for next turn. Next is Sangenjin Wakes from Millennium. This monster searches all your other Millennium monsters. It carries your Millennium pieces, so Sangenjin searches for the shield. He carries the shield, searches out the Ankh at the cost of 2,000 life points as well. So if you pretty much brick and you only have Sangenjin in your hand, it's going to cost you 4,000 life points, but at least you'll get the Ankh and have three monsters on the field, including Exodia, or you can use Sangenjin and the shield to link into Silhouette Rabbit, and then Silhouette Rabbit sets the trap. Then we have 1 Golem that guards the Millennium Treasures. I wish this was in Quarter Century Secret Rare, so then I could have the entire deck pretty much in Quarter Century Secret Rare. But I don't think that's going to happen. Anyways, what he does is he makes it so Ankh cannot be negated, and he also searches you out the Millennium Field spell, which is Wedge You Temple. Wedge You Temple allows you to place a monster card from your hand into the spell and trap as a continuous spell, and as well as place 1 from deck as the same thing, allowing you to get out more monsters on the field and get you to Ankh a little bit faster. So Wedge You Temple, you would activate that. Hopefully you have Sangenjin in hand, because then you place Sangenjin as a continuous spell. Then you would place your shield or Golem, and yeah, you pretty much got full play from there. Now we play 1 Secret Village, 1 Set Rotation, and 1 Terraforming. I don't want to play many Secret Villages because I don't want to brick. This deck's already pretty bricky with the 5 pieces of Exodia. And yeah, unless you got another monster in hand, Wedge Your Temple can't really activate. So I'm just trying to minimize on the bricks. So I play one Secret Village. Set rotation is kind of like a floodgate as well. So with set rotation Secret Village, you kind of get two floodgates. Your opponent can't activate cards anyways, or can't activate field spells, but eh. And then last but not least, for the Exodia cards, we play Obliterate Blaze and Exod Fires of Rage both at 1. A lot of people that I know play Exod at 2 and Obliterate at 0, which Obliterate Blaze and Exod are literally our win conditions. Going first, Exod Fires of Rage. You set that, it wipes your opponent's entire board. Obliterate Blaze going second, or even going first. So on your second turn during your opponent's end phase, you set that, and then on your main phase, you wipe the spell and trap zones, destroy them all, and then you can set your 5 pieces of Exodia in the spell and trap zone and give your Exodia 10,000 attack. Next, on the hand traps, we play 1 Bestial Magna Hut. This also searches your dragon. So if you're going second and your opponent has a bunch of monsters on field and they get a light or dark in the graveyard, you can Bestial Magna Hut and then get your dragon during their end phase before you even have your first turn. Next, for hand traps, we play 3 Ash Blossom. For obvious reasons, stops your opponent from searching their deck. 3 Imperm. It's a must. It's pretty much played in every single deck. Monster Effect Negation. A Pseudo Imperm Effect Failure. Great card. It only works on your opponent's turn though. It's pretty much just like an impermanence. It's just negates a monster effect on field. Next, Dimensional Shifter. Dimension Shifter. This can be just sided. You don't really need to play this in the main board, but there are still lots of decks out there that Shifter affects heavily. Ryzeal, it still affects them quite good. Malice can't really do a full combo. Like, yes, it's still, they can play on through Shifter quite well, but so Shifter you can probably side. Next, 3 Forbidden Droplet. That card is actually really neat going first, because if you're able to build a board, so you got Exodia and you have a shield and another monster on field, when your opponent summons monsters, you activate Forbidden Droplet and you can actually negate 2 of their monsters on the field by sending your other 2 monsters that you don't really need, like Shield and Sangenjin. Because all you really need on field is Exodia at the end. So Forbidden Droplet can come in handy very well when going first or second. Angel Statue Azaroon. Last card in this deck before I get to the extra deck and sideboard. For obvious reasons, it stops Malice from summoning, from Link summoning, stops Ryzeal from Xyz summoning. Yep, that's pretty much it. That is it for my main deck. Let's get to the extra deck. Or sorry, we'll do the side deck, extra deck right now. Of course, when you're playing this deck, play Exodia, play it at 3. You need it. You need this monster. You have no idea how many times that you'll need. I was actually able to get all 3 on board on a duo with a buddy the other day. We were just seeing if I was able to do it, and I got all 3 on board in 3 turns. It was pretty good. Pretty fun. This card cannot be destroyed, and it gains attack during damage calculation. So it can't be imperm during damage calculation, which is really good, or SP Little Knight during damage calculation, which is also really good. But you also have to remember that when if you still have this on field and it comes back to your turn, you do lose 1,000 life points during your standby phase. But after your first turn, on your opponent's turn, your life points don't really matter as long as he doesn't get negated, because you set Obliterate Blaze and he gains 10,000 attack. So you're pretty much going to win anyways. Then I play 1 Elder Entis and 1 Golden Cloud Beast Malong. These are my Ultimate Slayer targets. Entis can bounce a card, or does it destroy? No, it destroys a card, and Cloud Beast, I think, bounces a card back to the hand. Yeah. Then another Ultimate Slayer target, sort of. It's just the only other Xyz that I play in the deck. Superstar Slayer Typhon, absolutely great going second, and if you brick. Allows you to at least get into a decent beat stick monster. 1 Link Spider, and 1 Relinquished Anima. These two go together. If you open up and you brick with 2 limbs in hand, not the head, but 2 limbs in hand, you can link into Link Spider, then Link Spider will go into another limb, and then with Link Spider and another limb, you can get out Relinquished Anima, which then will allow you to get into your Link 2 plays. Sorcerer of Sebek for a 2000 attack, Link 2, and as well in time for life point damage and life point gain. IP Mask Arena to link into other monsters that cannot be destroyed, like SP Little Knight. Dark to Dark Charmer, Seal Hat Rabbit, Celine, the Queen of Magicians. Majestus deck is going to get really good soon, I believe, as well. And then 1 Access Code Talker for the access code plays. For when you brick and you can't really get into much, at least you can climb up into access code and hope that you can destroy some cards and attack for game. Now, on to the side deck. I play 3 Ultimate Slayer, 3 Artifact Lancia, 3 Dimensional Barrier, 3 Solemn Judgment, and 3 Crossout Designator for mirror matches and for you to not get ashed or impermed or that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's it for my Millennium Exodia deck profile. If you like what you saw, please comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It really means a lot. Anyways, may the heart forever be in your cards, and remember, don't get obliterated.